Hey, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars with our 1965 Chevrolet Fleetside short bed truck. And it's about 38 degrees here on a Georgia afternoon, and she's a little cold-natured, high-performance build on the engine. I was told by the previous owner that it's either a 355 or 383 stroker. I'm just advertising it as a small block Chevy. I know for sure it's got a high-performance build on it. It's got a Holley double pumper carb, and they can be a little cantankerous about warming up. So I'm saying that because it cranks right up. A couple taps of the gas. Great oil pressure. But she's just running cold. You can see she hadn't even climbed up yet. So we're going to take her for a drive. Shifts through the gears nice and smooth. Power steering, steers nice and straight. I'm not sure that any of the original gauges are hooked up. Manual brakes, and it stops. Pedals just a little stiff. Let's see if we can keep her idling. Nice, pretty aggressive exhaust system. Let's see if we got her warmed up enough to idle. Played around with the Holley carb yesterday and got it dialed into where you can hear it wants to. She's just cold. Just about wants to idle. Drop on down like it's warmed up and just not quite there. Well, maybe there now. And she's still cold, but super strong engine, and the radio works.
I'll be right where I wanna be when I'm 21.
Excellent oil pressure. Don't know how many miles are on the build. Like I said, the guy that we got it from, he said it was a high performance build. It's got hooker headers. It's got nice looking engine dress kit on it. A little bit of like a medium rise, high rise intake. Holley double pumper performance carb. I think it's got aluminum heads. Yep, looks like it does. And sorry about this sunlight. I'm almost trying to create a little shade there. But anyways, nice and clean, rust free underneath the hood. Just have to give it a minute for the camera to readjust. It's almost better to park in the shade. Then it puts all these spots all over it. And I just put a, well, we'll walk around first. I was gonna say we just put redid the seat cover on it, but we'll get to the interior in a minute. Love the Fleetside short bed. I actually kind of like these wheels. They're pretty cool, the old school Pacers. Got a matching set of BF Goodrich tires with good tread all the way around. And this truck, I might call it a body man special. Underneath it, we're gonna get under in a second. It's actually pretty damn clean. It's just around the body in normal spots. It's got little bubbles here and there. And I was tempted to maybe tackle this project And honestly, I was going to kind of go backwards with it. I thought about maybe putting a new front, taking the front and rear bumper off, and then scuffing the truck down, give it a little more of kind of a shop truck rat rod look. Maybe throw some brand new bumpers and some chrome light bezels on it or something like that. I don't know. But you know, I'll leave that for the next guy to do. And here's the thing. I was going to hit this right here. You got, as we go around the truck, there's just a few little rust bubbles right here in the front. And I don't suspect that there's anything major here, because when you look on the back side, when you feel on the back side, it's not rusted all the way through. Here too, there's a little crack right there. So just getting really particular with it and getting right up on it. The hood is nice and straight. The body lines are really, really straight. And then down here, I've had almost every single one of these that I buy in this price range, they got rust bubbles right here, you know? But like I said, going in on the back side, doesn't seem to be rusted all the way through. Reaching in on the back. So a few bubbles in the door and right here on the rockers. But like I said, I normally wait and do the underneath, but I just want to show that this is actually really clean. Of course, it's got surface rust, but this is a clean truck, and even these rockers are not too bad. A little bit of seam sealer there. This sunlight is just killing me for trying to get perfectly straight on that. So, but look at, I mean, like I said, look at how clean it is underneath. Frame rails are 100% rust free from what I can see. I mean, inside these fender wells, these are clean. Real clean truck. So, side of the bed looks awesome. Don't see any rust on it. The cab corners look like they're in great shape. Tailgates looks like it's got a couple little spots on it. And like I said, to me, I thought, when I think about my budget, and I'm a budget-minded person, I'm in this business. You know, if you're looking at my website, you can see I'm not into the high dollar stuff. My prices are very, very fair because I'm trying to put people who love classic cars into, or trucks, into one, not try to get rich like a bunch of guys out there. So, and that's fine. If other guys are out there getting rich, I hope I do too one day. But I'm just trying to be realistic about my stuff. Be honest. There's a few little bubbles here. Same thing over here. Again, I've got better lighting over here. Look at this rocker. It's not rusted out. And then underneath, frame to cab, all clean. Inside rocker, a little bit of spot of rust right there. Other than that, I mean, this thing, look at this. I'm going backwards with the camera here. So these things, this looks floor pans. These are original. They've never been cut. Look at the cab corners, look good. Inside the rear fender well. So what I was saying is, budget-minded wise, again, here, front fender well, rust-free, clean. Maybe go backwards with it, you know? Put a 3-inch drop on it, scuff it down, grind out some of these spots, sand down some stuff. The top, the clear is just peeling on the top like crazy. You know, scuff that down, sand it way down, let it sit outside, maybe get a little surface rust on it and then shoot some clear on it and call it a day. It would cost you nothing but labor and clear coat, maybe $100. And you'd have a kick-ass looking truck. And then obviously, you know, a lowering kit. Let me get inside. Got a nice clean interior. You heard the radio going. Original steering wheel looks good. All the gauges, original gauges are present. I don't believe they're working. I can't tell what's going on with this fuel gauge. You know, it's one of those ones where when you turn it on, turn that off. It goes halfway. When you turn it off, it jumps back. So, lights do work. I can't remember if the interior lights work. I know that the heater is not hooked up. Guess the, oh wait, hold on. Let me turn the key on. There we go. All right, windshield wipers work. They need to have some water on them so they don't squeak like that. Emergency brake is not hooked up. It's an automatic. Rubber floor mat down here is in really good shape. Not perfect, but it's nice and clean. Just had the seat recovered. It's brand new. This is the first mile I've driven it with it on there. Brand new fuel tank in the back. And you can see all the wires to the sending unit are there, so something must just be off. Sometimes you just get a little touch or a little splice on there. But this seat is nice and comfy. Now, one spot right here in this inside that I think could be cleaned out really easy, and even this is just like, man, there's some grime. You know, I probably could have just hit it with a vacuum cleaner, cleaned out a little bit, put a new sill on. It's not even rusted through. So just a spot where the sill isn't, and the grime's collecting around that weather stripping. So just wanna, like I said, I like to just try to be honest. That's why we do the videos. Let me see, bottoms of the doors. Awesome. On this side. And then a little rust spot right there on the front. We'll go over and look at the other one. Doors open and close nice. You know, and for like 12,000 bucks, I mean, hell, it's a great truck. Bottom of the door again on this side. Hopefully you can see that. Trying real hard to adjust with the light there. And then a couple little bubbles right there. I think this would make a killer shop truck. But honestly, it's clean enough underneath and the body's straight enough. I think you could do a full-on restoration. I think the truck is worthy of having a full restoration done if you wanted to do one. No cracks in the windshield. In fact, the windshield looks newer. The weather stripping looks newer. Not, in other words, not original. I don't think it's brand new, but definitely not original. Glass on the sides look good. I don't see any cracks. Back window, weather stripping looks newer as well. Inside the bed's nice and clean. Just got some plywood and some you know, bed, what's it called, spray and bed liner. This is the only spot I see where the glass is messed up. This scratches right there. And the truck doesn't have air conditioning. You're never going to drive this thing with the windows up. I guess, well, today I would because it's cold, but you get what I'm saying. Anyways, Peachtree Classic Cars. Oh yeah, I left the lights on. Hopefully you can see that the lights are on. They work in the front and rear. Wasn't paying attention. Yep, the light's on right there. Yep, lights on there. So, not a perfect truck, but man, I think this would make a real easy shop truck, or it'd be a real fair, real fair start to a nice restoration if you wanted to do the work on it.